Hello, so today I'm going to be making a video, is a leopard gecko right for you? So I'm just going to be bringing up a couple of points about them that may be determining factors in helping you decide if you should get one. So the first point is cost. Now the gecko itself really ranges from price. It can go anywhere from $30 to up to $5,000, maybe even more than that. I haven't looked into it too much. Personally for me, I don't really care about appearance too much as long as the gecko itself is healthy. My boys adopted my gecko, so I didn't pay anything for him. I adopted him from Petco's adoption program when he was 3 years old, and I've had him for 2 years. He's right here in my hand, but his name is Logan, and he's right here. It's pretty basic. Leopard gecko in terms of appearance. But yeah, there he is. So yeah, the price of the gecko itself is not expensive at all. It's why a lot of people tend to get them for beginner reptiles, and it's also because of their temperament. So another point I want to bring up is the enclosure. For the enclosure, you can go as basic or as all out as you want. The minimum size is a 20-gallon long, but you can always go bigger. I've seen a lot of people keep their geckos in 40-gallon breeders or the equivalent of that. And really, again, you can go all out as you want. Some people keep them on paper towel, and others go on bioactive as well. I've seen a couple of bioactive enclosures for these dudes. Personally, I use Repticarpet, and I don't do bioactive. I'm not too attracted to bioactive personally. But yeah, that's really cool. You have a lot of space to work with in terms of appearance. So if you want to make it as nice, or if you just want to make it to meet the gecko's needs, that's all up to you. So the next point I want to bring up is lifespan. Now this is quite important, because how long do you want to have this pet for? You can always adopt an adult, so that way you don't have to have the pet for too long if you don't really like the idea of that. This guy's 5 years old, so he has quite a bit to go, but personally I don't mind his lifespan. I love long-lived pets since I always form pretty nice bonds with them, so I don't want my guys to leave me too soon. But yeah, lifespan, that can be really big for some people. 20 years is quite a long time. Then another point I want to bring up is their diets. They are insectivores, so you're going to need a supply of insect feeders. Some people don't like insects, or maybe you live with someone who doesn't want insects in the home, whether it be a roommate or a family member. So you got to keep this in mind. You got to keep that in mind when you are trying to get a reptile. Is everyone going to be okay with having feeders in the house? So the last thing you want is for someone not to be okay with that, and then you have like a cricket or some other bug roaming around the house that got out. But yeah, insect feeders. And then another thing I want to bring up is appearance. It kind of goes along with cost. The cost is obviously going to go up depending on what morph you get. But appearance, they really range in appearance. You can find all sorts of morphs. You're gonna likely find something that you like that fits your budget at the same time. So it's really cool. So I'm gonna see if I can find some pictures or something to insert. But yeah, that's really all I can think of at the moment. I believe that's all the points I thought it was. They are really good pets. He is my first reptile, and I do not regret him at all. I'm not gonna lie, another determining factor for me is I like an active pet, and he is not the most active dude. He's pretty laid back. The only time he's most active is when he's eating, so that's when he'll get kind of cute. I mean, most reptiles are like that, right? But besides that, he's pretty chill. When he's not eating, he's kind of just laying around, and he's just doing these little gecko things. So if you want something a bit more active, I'd probably go with a crested gecko. They jump around a lot, so that kind of automatically makes them a lot more funner, not a word, that just makes them a lot more entertaining to watch. So if you want something a little bit more active or more entertaining, then you could probably check these guys out. But overall, they are amazing pets. They are not expensive to accommodate their needs. They are quiet. They do not bite, or they don't bite often. They can bite, but it's very rare, at least from what I've heard. And they're pretty easy to handle as well. They aren't heavy, they aren't loud, so you should really consider one if it piques your interest. So thank you for watching. Ooh.